he would be like Moses. He would tear up the civil rights movement because
They're doing nothing.
they don't appreciate what they did.
So how would you incorporate pro- um, that property that you are part of an heir to into making your dream come true?
Well, I always believed in when I used to tell them when I worked on the river, if you put your hand together like that, you feel strength. But if you open it up, you don't feel nothing. And that's when you're divided. And that's what I believe. If you unite, you have strength. Because the way I look at it, before the United States became the United States, if Lincoln hadn't united the United States and got all the states to come together, the United States wouldn't have been nothing. Somebody could have come over here and destroyed this place like nothing, but when he made them come together, that's what saved this country.
So you thinking of doing that in your own family?
Right.
So what would go on? What kind of activities would you have in?
Well, because I think in the family they have a lot of talent, and if you have things, you should go for it. Whatever you have, you should try to do whatever you're capable of doing. If you can't do too much, you do whatever you can do.
So you see it as being a place where all of the cousins and relatives could get together and...
Right, and show their talents. And some people could dance, some people could do art, some people could draw,
music.
Whatever, music, whatever your capabilities are, you'll be able to bring about things that would push the family to being, following the dream, I would say.
So you think that would be honoring Martin Luther King and...
Sure.
Would you feel that would be the biggest contribution you would make if you could get that done?
I think I'm more than sure.
How would that make you feel if you could see that happen?
Oh, boy. I would feel like the world is really don't owe me nothing anymore. That would be really a dream that's been in my heart for many years. And I really would appreciate that.
How do you think your brothers and sisters would feel about that?
Well, if they were living, I think they would enjoy it because they knew what type of individual I was, and I think that they would really enjoy it.
You think they'd be happy to see their grandchildren and great-grand? You think they would thank you for that?
Sure. And I think that would make anybody happy when you can see his kids doing the best that they can do.
So that would make you happier than winning $1 million, or $10 million, $100 million?
Yes, indeed. Money is nothing compared to family. If you have the right feelings, because money could go with the family, always be there with you.
So you think it would bring the whole family up to?
I think it would bring you to a state that you would forever have something going for you. You won't have to.
You think that can make them leaders instead of followers?
Right.
And instead of losing it like so many kids do, they'll keep it going.
And it won't only benefit them, it would benefit the people that they would be around when they go to school.
So you think it could be a chain effect?
Right.
That this way you could help change the black people, and if it gets any kind of publicity, it could even expand even more.
Right. Because if you believe in something and you believe that it's possible to do, and you put your effort into it, that's all you can do. And I just don't believe in sitting around doing nothing.
What do you think Martin Luther King would tell you if you were able to achieve that? What do you think he would have told you?
Well, I think he would say that he would love to have more people trying to bring about some kind of change that to make everybody feel that they have done their best. And when you've done your best, you can't do anymore.
So you think you would get his respect?
I'm more than sure. I'm more than sure.
And that would be the best way to pay him
Right.
back for what he did.
Right. I tell you, I've never been more thrilled to be associated with someone of his caliber when I went to his home where he was born.
That was in Atlanta?
Yes. Oh, it was something else, and all the books that I read about him and how he was, and his he just was a God sent person.
Who in your family reminded you of him? Anybody? Or who in your life reminded you of him?
Of Dr. King,
Yeah, or was there no one?
I for his bravery,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anyone that was able to, because he knew, he and Malcolm X, they talked about that they were dead people. And they knew that death was on its way and there was no way that they can get away from it. And what I admired about Dr. King was, and it showed what type of person he was, is when he went out to make marches and they bummed his house. And his daughter and his children, his 3 kids at that time, they could have been killed, and his wife too. And the average man would have stayed at home after that happened. And for a man to, after that happened to his wife and his children, he left and went back on the road again.
So you saying he's without equal?
Without equal. I don't know nobody who would do that. Most people would have stayed at home and tried to protect their family. But he wasn't looking for, he wanted, like he said in his speech, he wanted his children to be free. And the only way they could be free and be decent human beings, he had to go out and do what he had to do. So that's why I was moved by him, because he did some things was inhuman. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Changing the subject,